Alhamdulillahi Rabbil Alameen wa salatu wa salamu ala Sayyidil Anbiya wal Mursaleen amma ba'du fa'a'udhu billahi minash shaitanir rajeem Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. Lesson number 6 talks about a division of ism of nouns into 3 types based on the number of the ism, how many there are. There's 3 types. Number 1 is wahid, singular. Number 2 is tathniya, dual. Number 3 is jama', plural. Right? Number 1, the definition of wahid, singular. It is that ism, that noun, which denotes upon one, which denotes upon a single individual. Alright, one. For example, Muslimun, one Muslim. Right? One Muslim man or one Muslim male, So this is wahid, singular. Number 2, tathniya, dual. That ism, that noun, which denotes upon 2 individuals. For example, Muslimani, 2 Muslim males, 2 Muslim men. Right? So this is a dual, a tathniya. Now it mentions here, how is tathniya made? How is a dual made from a single? How is tathniya made from wahid? At the end of a wahid, at the end of a singular, you add alif noon. Alif ma qabal maftuh and noon maksur. Right? Fatha means zabar, kasra means zair, and dhamma means pesh. Alright? So it's going to be alif with a zabar before it and a noon with a zair under it. Okay? So when you add this at the end of a singular word, it becomes a dual. Like what singular word did we have? Muslimun. What did we add on the end? An alif noon. An alif with a zabar before it, a noon with a zair under it. So then what did Muslimun become? Muslimani. Right? That means 2 Muslim men. Right? Or the way of it being done is by adding a ya sakin which has got zabar before it. Ya sakin ma qabal maftuh and noon maksur. Right? You will learn these terms and it will become easier for you. Ya sakin with a zabar before it and a noon with a zair underneath it. Okay? When you add this at the end. So from Muslimun, this will become Muslimaini. Right? Here are the 2 examples. Muslimani, Muslimaini. In this one, what did you do? At the end, you added an alif with a zabar before it and noon zair ni. In this one, you added ya sakina with a zabar before it and noon zair ni. You understand? So these 2 are both duals. 2 Muslim men. 2 Muslim men. You understand? So the method of doing that was by either adding alif noon at the end or adding ya noon at the end. Right? What was the alif noon that we added? An alif with a zabar before it and noon zair ni. Or it was ya sakina with a zabar before it and noon zair ni. When you add these, you get dual. Alright? So from Muslimun you can get the singular, the wahid, Muslimani, which is dual, or Muslimaini, which is also dual. So that is how you make tathniya. Number 3, definition of jama', plural. That is some noun which denotes upon more than 2 individuals. So it's going to be 3 or more. That ism which denotes upon more than 2 individuals. Okay? For example, Muslimuna, right? Or even Muslimina. Muslims. That means more than two. Muslims. Muslimuna or Muslimina, yeah? And also Rijalun. Rijalun is another plural which means more than two men. Alright, you understand? Now, it states here that there are two types of Jam'ah. A Jam'ah can be Salim or Jam'ah can be Mukassar in terms of their bina. Right? There are two types of Jam'ah. Okay? They can come in two forms. It can be a Jam'ah Salim, sound Jam'ah. This is in terms of its composition, yeah? Or it can be number two, Jam'ah Mukassar, a broken plural. A sound plural and a broken plural. Number one, Jam'ah Salim, the definition of Jam'ah Salim, a sound plural. What is a sound plural? This means that Jam'ah, the singular form of it stays salam, in salamat. It stays there. Right? Yeah. The form of it, which was the form of it in singular, it stays there. The only thing that happens to Jam'ah Salim is something else is added on the end. You understand? Yeah. Some extra letters are added on the end in order to make it a plural. Right? You understand?
Yeah.
So for example, Muslimun is the wahid, the singular. In order to make it a plural, Muslimuna is said. Muslimuna. Now what has happened here? Muslimun became what? Muslimuna in the plural.
Yeah.
Now in the plural, is that single form still in there? Yeah, because Muslim is still in there, isn't it?
Yeah.
Muslim is still in there.
Yeah.
What's the only difference, a change? A waw and a noon was added at the end to make it Muslimuna. A waw with a pesh before it and noon zabar na. Understand?
Yeah.
Or it could be Muslimina. This is also Jam'ah Salim. Jam'ah
Salim
is sound. Why is it sound? Because the single form hasn't been broken or changed. Do you understand?
Yeah.
So this is also Jam'ah Salim.
Salim.
So in Muslimina, what did you do? You added a ya and a noon at the end. You added ya sakina with a zair before it, noon zabarna,
Yeah.
to make it Muslimina. Right? But the single form, which was Muslimun, the Muslim, the single form is still there. Therefore it is known as Jam'ah Salim. It's a sound plural. What is it? Jam'ah?
Jam'ah Salim.
Jam'ah Salim. Do you understand?
Yeah.
So it could be the added at the end, and even in feminine form, sometimes it's an alif and a ta is added at the end. Right?
Yeah.
Like Muslimatun, Muslimatin. Right?
Yeah.
For female women, Muslim women.
Yeah.
When there's more than two. Do you understand? So again, when that is done, you see what you add on is the single form stays there, the Muslim singular thing stays there. Do you understand?
Yeah.
So these are known as Jam'ah Salim, sound ones. Another example he gives here, Ardun, which means earth. Right? The plural of it is Arduna. What is this? Jam'ah Salim. Why is it Jam'ah Salim? Because the three original letters in the singular form, look, the alif, the ra, the dod, yeah, the hamza, the ra and the dod, they're still there, aren't they?
Yeah.
All that's happened is what? A waw and a noon has come at the end. A waw sakina with a pesh before it, noon zabarna. You understand? And here now, another example, Muslimatun. Muslimatun becomes Muslimatun. This is also sound. Alright? Because the Muslima, that part is still, the singular form is still there in the plural. Muslimatun. You understand?
Yeah.
So what is this Jam'ah? This Jam'ah is Jam'ah
Jam'ah Salim.
Jam'ah Salim. Jam'ah
Salim.
the plural which is sound. Now the plural which is sound has two types. It could be Jam'ah Mudhakkar Salim a sound masculine plural. Yeah? Or it could be Jama Muannath Salim, a sound feminine plural. Okay? Do you understand?
Yeah.
Now, number 1, Jama Mudhakkar Salim, the definition of it. Sound masculine plural. It's that Jama which is made with waw sakina ma qabal madmoom and noon maftuha. Waw sakina ma qabal madmoom, a waw sakina which has a pesh before it. Madmoom means pesh, right? A waw sakina which has a pesh before it, and then noon maftuh. Maftuh refers to zabar. Noon zabar na.
Yeah.
That is going to be Jama Muzakkar Salim sign. Alright?
Yeah.
Or it could be a ya sakina ma qabal maksur and noon maftuha. That means a ya sakina which has a zabar before it and then noon zabarna at the end. Okay? So when you add these at the end, which two things? It has them written here. Either a waw sakina with a pesh before it and noon zabarna, or a ya sakina with a zair before it and noon zabarna. When you add these at the end of a wahid, a single word, a single masculine word, wahid mudhakkar,
Yeah.
then these become Jama Mudhakkar Salim. They become Jama Mudhakkar Salim, a sound masculine plural. Alright? And the example here is from Muslimun, what will it become?
Moon.
Muslimuna.
Moona.
Muna. Or it will become
Meena.
Meena. Alright? You understand? The Muna was a waw sakina with a pesh before it, noon zabana.
Yeah.
Muslimina was ya sakina with a zair before it, noon zabarna.
Yeah.
You understand?
Yeah.
The single form became a sound masculine plural. Jama Mudhakkar Salim. You understand?
Yeah.
And this explains it here. The way it is made is you get a wahid, you get a singular word, and at the end you just add that on. A waw sakina with a pesh before it and noon zabarna. Or what do you add on to the end? Ya sakina with a zair before it and noon zabarna.
Noon zabarna.
Which one?
Noon
You understand? So here you see, when this is done by adding that at the end, like the two examples we had, Muslimuna or Muslimina. These are Jama Mudhakkar Salim. These are sound masculine plurals. Number 2, Jama Muannath Salim, sound feminine plural. The definition of this is what? It's that plural which has alif and ta at the end. Okay? What does it have at the end?
Alif and ta.
Alif and ta at the end. Right? Not a round ta, a normal ta like this at the end. Yeah?
Yeah.
For example, Muslimatun, which means one single Muslim woman or Muslim female. Yeah? Muslimatun. From that, what do we make? Muslimatun. What do we make?
Muslimatun.
Or it could be Muslimatin.
Muslimatin.
Right? But what have we added on the end? Alif and ta. You see?
Yeah.
The single form, which was Muslimatun, it still exists in the plural. So it's Salim.
Yeah.
It is
Salim.
It is sound. Okay? These are Salim, why we mentioned before? Because the singular form stays sound. All you do is you just add something extra at the end.
Yeah.
So this is the female one, alright?
Yeah.
From Muslimatun, it can become Muslimatun in the plural. Or what else can it become in the plural? Muslimatin. What will it become?
Muslimatin.
Yeah, Muslimatun or Muslimatin. This is the Jama Muannath Salim, the sound feminine plural. And the method of making this Jama is is that at the end of a singular form, a wahid, what do you add on? An alif and ta, right? An alif ma qabl maftuh and ta'i madhmuma or ta'i maksura. That means an alif which has zabar before it, and then the ta is either with a pesh on it, right? Or the ta has either got zair, like either do pesh or do zair, because it's going to be muslima tun or muslima tin. Do you understand? But the alif is going to be like an alif madda. You get it? It's going to have a zabar before it. And then by adding that at the end, as they've given in the examples. Do you understand?
Yeah.
And then there's one more thing here. That was for the sound plurals. Now there's number 2. We will just do this before we finish here. Number 2 is Jama Mukassar. The definition of Jama Mukassar, broken plural. The definition of this is that Jama, that plural, that when you make the plural, do you know that singular form, the form that it was in Wahid, it no longer stays Salamat. Do you get it?
Yeah.
So now when you're going to make a plural, the singular form is no longer going to be there, it's going to get broken. For example, he mentions here qalamun, which means pen. The plural of qalamun is aqlamun. What is it?
Aqlam.
So what's happened to the original qalamun? Has it changed?
Yeah.
It's been changed. So this is Jama Mukassar, broken plural. You understand?
Yeah.
Another example, rajulun, which means one man, yeah, becomes rijalun. So what's happened to rajulun? It has broken. So this is Jama Mukassar, a broken plural. Yeah. Another example is like masjidun, yeah, a mosque. Yeah. And what is the plural for that? Masajidu. That means mosques, right?
Yeah.
So what is this also? Jama Mukassar. So the meaning of Jama Mukassar is when a singular word is made into a plural word, and what happens to the singular form, it breaks. You understand?
Yeah.
Whereas look in the other examples of Muslimun and Muslimatun, the originals stayed. Only thing you did there was what? You added something extra at the end. But in Jama Mukassar, it's simple, right? If you just go through them, you'll understand it. The Jama Mukassar is that it becomes a broken plural. The original format breaks and it becomes a plural. Yeah? The examples we give here is qalamun becoming aqlamun, yeah? Rajulun becoming rijalun, masjidun becoming masajidu. Yeah. So we'll just finish off for there and then we'll carry on next time. Yeah?